Welcome along to our big match preview and backed by Ladbrokes for the season. Remember, new customers can get themselves £20 with their first £5 bet. Sign up with a link in the description to get involved. T's and C's apply. We're back in Premier League action at the weekend. Travel up to Anfield and Liverpool on Saturday afternoon. Clive's here to help me look forward to the game. So last season, 4 shutouts against Liverpool and some moments to live long in the memory. But huge defensive displays on those occasions. And considering Liverpool's current home form and some of our current inabilities, what are we realistically expecting to do at Anfield this time round?
Oh dear, Freddie, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound too great, does it? No, it's a difficult game, and we did do so tremendously well last season to have 4 shutouts. So yeah, you'd imagine it's a bit of a backs to the wall job, but you know, sometimes Saints away from home, when the pressure's off, we know they can play really good football. Liverpool obviously must be feeling that they owe us probably more than one. But over the years, we've produced some really great performances at Anfield, and there's no reason why they can't go up there. Obviously, coming off that Burnley game was a real hangover. I think there's been massive criticism of Saints. One thing nobody's really mentioned is actually Burnley played pretty decent that day. They were incredibly well organised. They did a job on us.
We spoke about it in the preview prior to the match that, you know, we had to be careful not to fall into the same trap that every other, you know, team that Burnley play away from home.
Yes, they do. And they were very organised and they picked the right time in the game to attack, which is probably, in many ways, the perfect away performance, which you would like to think Saints could emulate at Anfield, because the pressure will be on Liverpool there to go and beat us. There's no reason with the pressure. Pressure does funny things to people in football. I think if you've seen the World Cup qualifiers, you know, everyone would have expected Ireland to go and give Denmark a hell of a game on their own patch. Everyone was expecting the Swiss to whop Northern Ireland. It didn't happen. These games can turn on their head. And that's what Saints fans have got to be hoping, because if you read the social media, you'd be heading for Itching Bridge to jump off the top right now.
And I mean, maybe this game, as you say, pressure may be off. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because some of the fans are already frustrated. Are we lacking identity? Some of them are asking, you know, what do we need to do to put that ball in the back of the net? I mean, what has Pellegrino got to say to the players to reinstate that confidence? Some
of the comments have been really cruel. I can understand the anger. I get that. But some of the comments have been really cruel and unnecessary. All that really matters is how we put it right, how we deal with it. I clearly see the first situation is the goalkeeping situation. And as I said before the Burnley game, I thought that Fraser needed a break. I don't particularly blame him for the goal that was conceded against Burnley. I thought the header was right in the corner, and people jumped to conclusions that he didn't move. Well, I think he'd have been a genius to get that ball. But I do feel that he should be given a rest, and Alex McCarthy be given a chance. Up front is obviously the big problem as well. How do we play it? Team selection was a bit baffling for the Burnley game, that Wesley Hoot had such a good game at Brighton and then was on the bench. I thought he was tremendous. You see, sometimes when you're in a rut, I think you should never rule out the unexpected. I would have actually played against Burnley. I would have played Hoot and Yoshida at the back, and I'd have stuck Virgil up top. Just to try it for half an hour, to try it, because we've got such a problem up there. The guys that everybody's talking about haven't really done it. So try something radically different. Pump the ball up, get the ball up quick, do something that the opposition aren't expecting.
And actually, some of the pundits have praised Pellegrino's style. They've said that he's very organised, very structured. But I think he just needs to give some of the players some freedom to get them forward. I mean, we've seen it with a moment of magic from Southampton failed to win against West Brom. We need that moment of magic again at Liverpool.
You can be as technically gifted as you like. One thing you've got to have is heart. One thing you've got to have is togetherness. He talked about togetherness when he first came to the club, and that is something that the team would seem to be lacking right now. That is something that the fans are looking to see, some sort of spirit in the side, some sort of do or die tackles. The only real people I've seen it from is, I must admit, Lamina has been a breath of fresh air, and him being fit for the weekend would be a massive plus for Saints. He gives the team a bit of heart. Everyone slags off Shane Long because he hasn't scored since last Christmas, but my goodness, he's got heart. He gives the team something. And that's what we need right now. Some little spark that's going to change it around.
All that being said, though, mate, I mean, lots of positives as you picked up there, but I mean, is the future bleak on Saturday? What's your prediction?
Well, I personally, my gut feeling says we're going to lose. I think I've been quite impressed with Liverpool this season. I think Salah's given them a little bit extra they needed. They a bit like us. They boss teams at home without that finishing touch. So I'm a bit worried from that point of view. What do we need? I just think we need heart. I really think we need heart. Heart with the fans. I thought against Burnley, actually, the fans, the itching corner were fantastic. The Kingsland corner and the little bit of the Northern were brilliant. The way they tried to get it going second half were absolutely brilliant. The rest of them, wow, they're just rattling their clackers. And it's quite synonymous that every time those clackers are there, we don't win. We don't win. Please get rid of them. Burn them. Bonfire night's been and gone. Need to get rid of the clackers. These next few games are really tough. Really tough. And we want to pick, even if we pick up a point here and there against the big teams, that would be a massive morale lift. But right now, we're a bit rudderless. We're a bit rudderless in the boardroom. Those guys need to come out and say where the club's going. And I just want to see, some fight amongst the fans as well, but not fighting each other, please, guys. You know, stick together. I'm sure the away fans will. They always do. They always do. And up at the Anfield Road end, they can create a hell of a din, I think. And let's go and make it 5 games, 5 clean sheets against Liverpool. I don't know which team could ever claim that.
Excellent stuff. Well said, mate. Also, one quick one. Who is your favourite favourite Saints player to wear a moustache over the years?
Francis would be everyone's favourite, I guess. Francis Benali. But, hang on, Ivan Katalinic. That was a quality moustache. Ivan Katalinic. That was, actually, Ivan Katalinic had the game of, probably the goalkeeping game of the century at Anfield when we beat them 1-0 in the last minute when Steve Moran scored in the dying seconds. It was Liverpool's best team of the 80s. They had a fantastic team. I remember Souness hitting him on top corner for Liverpool, and you just thought goal, and he just somehow he clawed it out. He had the game of his life at Anfield. So Fraser, come on, man.
Well, the reason I say that, mate, is because I'm trying to raise some money for November this year. You can see my pathetic attempt so far, but we're raising some money for prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's mental health. So, guys, if you're watching at home, if you can donate, the link down in the description. Clive, excellent as always, mate.
Very worthwhile cause, and good luck to everybody involved in raising that money.
And leave us your predictions for the big match on Saturday afternoon. Leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.